We're dealing with so many different people today. So with the digital age, it's brought everybody closer. It's openness to the bigger global markets. But then at the same time, we don't know who we're really dealing with, but we have to actually trust them to move forward. When I was a headhunter, one of the interesting things I discovered was that many people lied in their CV or padded their CVs. And what they did was they exaggerated it. That becomes a problem for the client because they couldn't perform and it cost the company a lot of money. So I thought that this was quite interesting. I stopped headhunting, I started Verity Intelligence and started screening people before they get hired to help my clients to ensure that they hired the right people. My kids are 8 and 10. I've got 2 girls. They're very playful and beautiful girls. When my kids went to school, I know that schools don't really screen their teachers or their drivers. And when we send our kids to the nanny, we're also worried about who the nanny was. So we had to do our own screening to make sure that the nanny was somebody that I could trust with our kids. So as a parent, we've always got this worry that who can we trust? Without a system that can instantly screen somebody, then we're not able to help anyone. That's how HaloCheck got triggered, and that's how I started it. So from a consumer perspective, you can actually screen your tenants. You can actually screen people online. If you're buying anything online, let's say you're on Leow or Muda.com, you can actually screen the person. But for the business side of things, we do it mostly for onboarding. Whenever they onboard a new staff, contractor, vendor, they can also screen the person to make sure that they don't have a criminal background or they're not blacklisted anywhere. But what's interesting about the business side is the regulators are also coming in for anti-money laundering because Bank Negara has this policy to require non-banking institutions to screen. So I think there'll be a day where HaloCheck will become the invisible shield they were trying to create. So my dad started a seatbelt factory in the 70s. Back then, people didn't really like wearing their seatbelts. So my dad lobbied for the seatbelt law. He actually wrote into the Prime Minister's office. Although 1970 people didn't like wearing seatbelts, today because of that law, people cannot imagine a day that they can buy a car without any seatbelts. And similar to HaloCheck, I believe that one day, similar to the seatbelt industry, we're able to build a safer world and people can't live a day without feeling that there's something looking after them. Trust is quite a big word. It is a sense of knowing that somebody else got your back. I want for companies and organizations or governments to take their responsibility. What we're trying to achieve is to ensure that we can bring safety back again. My job is to make sure that I build a world that kids feel safe, kids are safe. That's the world I want to build, a safer world.